do like a little, like, let it go for 15 seconds because sometimes it puts up at the beginning.
Yeah.
We learned that during our first episode.
All right.
When we jumped right into arguing about something. And that's our first episode ever.
You were all about my shoes there.
It's all about people, man. What's up?
Alright, we're in. Another day playing Kingdom Hearts. 2 weeks removed from last time. We took a break last week because of
Why?
because of graduation.
Right. Just got graduated.
Yes, I graduated.
Bachelor, congratulars.
We're gonna intro our first guest. We've never actually introed ourselves. But,
Still working on it.
Yeah. Mike's here, Berg's here, and then we've got Robert Rizzo with us for the first time. 3 of us are gonna tackle. I don't remember what we were doing in here actually.
The queen just freaked out.
Yeah, the queen just took Alice. It was a harmless took Alice.
She's like, nah, I'm not gonna be nice.
Are you guys in Wonderland right now?
Yeah, we're in Wonderland. I have to find out.
Who designed this UI? What is this?
This is Square Enix from like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
What are you guys doing?
Did I change this?
Basically, what happened was, I thought you turned off the fan.
I thought so too.
Basically, what you did, we found a couple presents, we chose the right present, and then everything went to hell, and everyone attacked everyone. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we have to go and
That sounds like every single level.
pretty much, pretty much.
Oh, here we are again. That's right.
More fighting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were bitching.
We
about
like
this.
canceled the game because like you couldn't use the right spell on somebody.
So you'll notice on Berg in front of you on the table, I laid out my new game that I started playing. Under 1.5. That's 1.5.
He looks relatively feminine in this. What did you say?
I would say
Yeah,
so.
he does.
He's also standing in water.
But under that, I have my new game, which is Kingdom Hearts 2.5.
The torture continues.
Yeah. Well, no, not really, because I'll tell you something. I got that last Sunday. I worked for 30 hours this week, which is 5 hours more than I normally work. But do you know how many hours I put into Kingdom Hearts 2 this week?
Oh god.
30 hours.
Oh wow.
If only you got paid.
Kingdom Hearts is my full-time job.
So yeah, I'm over halfway through Kingdom Hearts 2 now, and now I'm going back to play this piece of shit with you, and it just isn't the same.
Well, why don't you find a similar boring level in 2, and then we'll just act like we fast forward into the future. Like if we ever revisit this level, if I have to forgive us, a cat just walked straight over
Technical difficulty.
and killed the stream.
That happened last time we played too.
I just like cats that much.
She also licked the microphone at one point.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Which was you could clearly hear it. Like, it ruined everything. And it was great that we commented on it right after that. We're like, yep, she's licking the microphone. It was pretty great. What was I talking about? We were talking about how shitty this game is compared to 2, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Wonderland is not into. But here's one thing that I did not realize was so different, but now that I'm playing between both of them, like in between one day, 2's camera is way further back from Sora than it is in this one.
Is it?
And it makes a massive difference.
Because the original PlayStation couldn't push all those polys.
It's like, Sora looks like, I mean, relative to the screen, he's like almost
like
half
20%,
size,
yeah.
or a quarter size of the screen, the height of the screen. Like Kingdom Hearts 2, he's probably maybe an 8.
Wow.
Like the camera's just much farther back, and there's also a lot more movement into like.
It's always hard to go backwards in games.
It's so hard. Some games are a lot worse than others.
Yeah, like I remember playing Mass Effect 2, and then you could play Mass Effect 1, and it's like so different.
Yeah.
I can't say enough from Mass Effect 1 anymore, sadly. Because it's still a great game, but just...
Yeah, the story's good and stuff.
2 blew it away.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
for sure.
Never played 3.
Now,
After the whole ending...
No. Still haven't heard it. I made it this far.
I just know that I heard that it's bad.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, well, I don't want to ruin everything.
I without knowing what it is or playing it, just from an outside standpoint, I assume that people just over-expected.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when it came to actually happening, like...
I feel like there wasn't enough payoff. I think that's what people were annoyed with.
Which,
right,
maybe.
but then those are the kind of games that just have DLC. Like, they happen. And that's what they did with that one. Why?
Well, I think they're in talks to do
Why can't I sit in these chairs?
the other
We're
one.
supposed to be able to.
What do you call it? they're doing
a fourth.
they're doing a fourth. But
It's not with
gonna be
Master
a
Shepherd.
right?
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be.
Master Shepherd? Who am I thinking of?
Master Chief.
Master Chief, right?
Master
Yeah, I was
Chief.
reading about
By the way,
I was reading about Halo 5
settings on
Guardians
this
last
table
night.
are those graphics are amazing.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
right?
Who doesn't love 2D?
That's right.
Sit down. Sit down. Why can't I sit? Oh, what the fuck?
This game continues. And everyone falls.
Oh, I got health.
So I was going to mention that I took a Myers-Briggs version
Oh, yeah.
recently, where I already knew what mine was. What are you doing? What the hell?
That's just how everything works.
We sat on a table and it exploded. Anyway, I took a Myers-Briggs test for Kingdom Hearts. Turns out I'm Sora,
Which is surprising. Okay.
which is moderately upsetting because he's been totally useless so far.
Well, how many characters could you be in it?
It was like 16.
It was every Myers-Briggs configuration.
Yeah.
So who would it, like you could be like Mickey, or could you be?
Yeah, you can be King Mickey, you can be Goofy, you can be all this
All these
separate
odd
characters.
that he doesn't know who they are.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Once you get
girls
a
on there, never met
bosses,
them before.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got ENFP like usual.
I still say that
Which
this
is
is one of the
apparently
weirdest crossover games ever made.
It is.
It's just
And it's only gotten weirder.
Oh, so we're gonna
Yeah.
sit and explode again?
I have to try over terror.
Why? That's arbitrary! I don't want it for it.
MP and another potion.
So if you do it twice, the table just explodes.
I don't think so. I think it's based on the show. Like, I just got
What
here.
is that?
I got more MP and an ether.
Is that who's that hit? Oh, it's an
Ether.
ether.
I think it. I don't know. I've said ether since I was a kid. So
They,
I think
they
it's
say
stuck.
Dark Ether in Thor. I don't know where it's at.
That's true. But that's spelled AE.
Yeah,
THE.
oh, you're right.
So can you just farm this thing forever?
No, I don't think so.
Look at them. That's the way they look right now is how I look when I'm watching this game. Sitting there, shaking side to side, wondering when it's going to be over. I will say this though.
It feels so stunted.
Are
Like
they doing next
this
gen?
Sora
with
can't
this,
do
or
anything.
is it-
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it PS4?
For PS4 and the Xbox One.
Whoa.
Yeah, crazy.
Remember when Final Fantasy products used to be strictly with Sony?
Yeah.
Right.
Until Final Fantasy 13.
When did that happen?
Final Fantasy 13.3 was the first one that was on Xbox.
Why?
That new Final Fantasy was crazy.
Because why stay on one console if you're not a first party developer?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
what's the reason?
Like Naughty Dog, right? That's pretty much-
Naughty Dog is like a company, so they can't really branch off.
It's one of my favorite characters in Disney.
Cheshire Cat?
Why?
You and a million other people.
It's just, I know. It's cliche. but
He's just a
cool.
weirdo.
He is a weirdo.
I don't understand.
But everybody in Alice in Wonderland does.
Yeah. Except Alice. Alice is pretty chill.
Yeah.
You'd have to be chill to do it.
Except for,
That's
you
going
know,
on
the
in
fact
Right.
Wonderland.
Let's be honest. I think she did acid. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Isn't she like 9 years old in this film?
Somebody slipped her ass.
Oh, God, that's child abuse. What do you do? Like, thinking about what I was doing when I was 9 definitely wasn't acid.
Yeah. Found the rabbit hole,
What is that a euphemism for?
right?
Kids are growing up too fast these days. Yeah, I was gonna say that if I were to just not play Mass Effect, which I haven't, not play Mass Effect 3 because people said the ending was bad, that'd be like me not going and seeing Star Wars because it could never be better than the original.
Yeah.
That would be
Exactly.
silliness. That'd be ludicrous.
Speaking of, I've seen so many people lately talking about how bad the prequels are. Like, it gets worse and worse every year.
I
And
disagree.
the hate towards the
I
prequels.
disagree.
Just,
I hate you.
it's like it's not even that bad. Like, people
I
make such a big deal out of it.
will bitch about them, but not nearly as bad as most people like.
Well, you had a
Yeah.
change of heart. I told you that I was watching Star Wars the other day, and I was like, yeah, I watched 1 and 2. And you're like, you know what? It's Star Wars.
It is
Just
Star-
do whatever
it's
you
Star
want.
Wars, yeah.
But before that, a year ago, you're like, don't you dare ever watch 1. Like, burn your DVD.
It's
So
not
remember I
about
was
never watching
the
one.
Phantom. That Phantom Edit was awesome.
The Phantom Edit was awesome. We watched a cut that famously it was done by Topher Grace. You know what Topher Grace is?
Yeah.
Like Venom.
Yeah.
Or like Eric Foreman.
Eric
from
Foreman.
70 Show.
Yeah.
He did his own edit of all 3 prequels into one long movie,
Yeah, think of those.
and it's awesome. It was actually really good because the movie starts at the Darth Maul fight. Qui-Gon gets killed,
Okay.
and then right out, that's your grabber at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
And then after that, it fast forwards into the second one,
Interesting.
and it was pretty great. Like I enjoyed it a lot.
It was good.
It's like 4 hours long, so I mean, or like 4.5. So
So
it cuts the 6 and a half hours down to.
Well, pretty much cuts out all of episode 1.
Pretty much cuts out all of one, and it still cuts out other stuff too.
Speaking of cutting things, I was going to mention. I told Mike this during graduation last week, but I've been hooked on Dragonball Z Kai.
Yes.
And I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I can't stop. So what I'll do is I'll put like 10 episodes on my phone and be like, that should last me a few days. And then like a couple hours later, I'll find myself on my bed just like, okay, I burned through them all. Like, I cannot quit. I'll be like, because the episode after all the credits and stuff like that is like 18 minutes. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll just watch one. And I lie to myself every single time. Like, the pacing is so good. The
We're
content...
going to the boss fight real quick.
The content is so great. Like,
how long are the episodes? 22 minutes?
It's only like 18 minutes after like intro credits and outro credits. And like...
And they're short. Like, way shorter than you remember being when you were a kid.
Well, what's
Does
crazy...
it still kind of do the whole, like, jerk you off a little bit?
No!
You know what I mean?
Like, so...
Kai is, like,
it actually,
super minimal.
It feels
That's
weird
good.
when there actually is a delay. Like, so for example, here's an example of a delay this time around. So, like, 3 episodes in, it'll be like every other person of the Z Fighters fighting a fighter, waiting for Goku to get there. That's happened twice so far. But then Goku gets there, and like 4 episodes later, the guy's dead. You know, it's like, it's really impressive how quick they're pacing all this, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like, there's questions that I have, but it kind of just assumes that you'll figure it out yourself. Like, for example, I had no idea who King Kai was, and then all of a sudden, there he is, and he's important, and that's cool. They never really explained
That's
it.
not really different than the original show either, because you don't know this until Goku gets there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's another example where, like, Chi-Chi in this cut doesn't talk to him at all after he leaves. Like, they basically show Krillin saying, oh yeah, by the way, your husband's dead and your son is gone, and she, like, faints, and then nothing happens with that. Like, they come back, like, 20 episodes later, and she refuses to talk to Goku, and she, like, babies Gohan until he leaves. Like, it's very weird. Like, I want to know more, but not at the expense of more time. Like, I'll go read the wiki for that. But I'm at the point now where I only started last week, and I'm already at the battle with Frieza. Like, Goku is fighting Frieza.
Is it the new Frieza? Is that new thing?
It's Frieza.
No.
Yeah, you think
That's the new movie
Okay,
that's coming out
okay.
in April.
I know I saw something like that.
Yeah.
Well, like, I looked at the wiki, that's like that's like 2 or 3 sagas in already. Like, we already went through Vegeta, I already went through the original, whatever Goku's brother's name was. Raditz, yeah.
See, it was so fast you don't even remember.
Well, I had a hard time remembering his
for
name.
everyone else, that was like 10 episodes.
I don't know.
For you, it was like 2.
And like,
Oh, the chair's back.
That's weird. This boss is weird, though.
Yeah, this
did you notice how I didn't
God.
stop talking because of this idiot? This is a toothpick guy. What is he doing?
It's
This
the
is
trickster.
Can you just drink some big potion, step on him?
I wish. Oh, God.
The whole point of this fight is basically that you can't reach him without jumping on him.
Oh!
that was nice.
BRB, skating on air. I like how, because of the way polygons work and making it not flip, he just toyed with you for a second where he put you by his boot and spin you around.
Yeah. Oh, yes, by the way, speaking of Dragon Ball Z, it's like, the thing is though with like deaths in Dragon Ball Z, which I always remember, is like, by the end of the show, like, dying doesn't even really matter.
Yeah.
You just go to
That's
that
true.
place.
It already kind of doesn't.
And God, for such a rare item, they find the Dragon Balls like all the time.
I mean,
Well, that plays into a lot of things later too. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
there's GT, which is bullshit anyway.
I thought...
But the whole point of GT is that they use the Dragon Ball so much that there's all this negative energy,
Yeah.
and that's why the evil dragons are a thing.
Interesting. Okay, so I didn't really get it. Because what I did one night was I just took like 3 hours and I just read everything
Are
I
both
could.
of them dead? Oh no, Goku's wrong. That's it. Always.
I just read everything I could because he's got that baby shield you gave him. Give him something better.
I need to go buy something. I guess I don't know.
Anyway, so I read the wiki and basically it was like, okay, Goku's not powerful enough. Now he's powerful enough. Now he's not powerful enough. Now he's dead. Now he's not powerful enough. Now he's powerful enough. Now he's dead. And then I read about GT and I was like, what the hell? What have they done? Now Goku's a baby. Now Goku is best friends with his granddaughter. What the hell is going on? I didn't get it. And then they wrap it up nice and neatly. Last episode of GT, Goku's back to his adult version of himself, and he's like, okay, well, have a good life.
Yeah.
See you again soon.
Yeah.
That's pretty much GT.
I was so upset.
If they didn't tell you that in the wiki, the main thought is that, like, the manga only goes to the end of Berg. and the like.
But yeah,
final
Boo was the
tournament.
end, right?
That's the end of the manga. In the show, obviously, they decided they needed more of the anime. So, with a little bit of involvement from Toriyama,
Wake up,
the
Goku!
original.
Or, Goofy, damn it.
If you had Goku, this game would be a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, with little involvement from Toriyama, who was the original guy, they did GT. So
Don't let him hit you like that.
again, I don't have a block yet. That's a skill you have to get later.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking die.
You guys aren't even at the blocking skill yet.
Dude, we're level 10, I think. Which is, you would think you'd have blocking by now.
But we didn't area shield. Been to already?
Oh.
What?
Wake up,
the first
Donald.
area? This isn't the first area.
This is the first world after, like, the
We went on a spaceship.
That island thing?
We went to a
There's
different...
Desert Islands and there's Traverse Town.
Oh, right.
Doesn't Goofy understand it?
No, they don't understand. But I think it was really good.
Yeah, he's got good. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
He used to suck, and then now...
I will admit the AI in 2 is a lot better. I think it might even be
Dude,
better
he is
than it was
hitting
in the
you every
original.
time.
I know, but
It's like locking onto you. That's amazing. I wish you were that
They're
good.
dead.
They died much time already.
You used the power and it didn't even touch him. Oh! Oh, it took all of our potions.
Yeah. Oh well.
And now we're drunk.
Oh man. So we just beat Wonderland, I think.
Weird spider.
That
Look at all those mouths you gotta feed.
Yeah. What a weird boss.
Does he blow up too?
No, you just.
Oh, look!
His heart goes away.
He's doing the Zelda disappear.
Zelda's another game that I think we should play. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't have much experience with Zelda.
No experience at all.
Yeah. Which one would you play?
I want to play Majora's Mask, but that is a direct sequel to Ocarina, so we might have to play Ocarina first.
Yeah, it's never a bad idea to play.
No. I actually just played it like less than a year ago. I'd still play it.
I don't understand.
Still never played Skyward Sword.
I never finished. I did play it.
I heard it was cool.
It's fun, but
How do you feel about the new one being open world?
oh, I'm psyched. I can't wait. That's that's one of the main reasons I got a Wii U.
Yeah.
Between that, Hyrule Warriors, and Smash, like those are really the only two games I play right
That's why I got a PS4 for, not for Zelda, obviously, but for No Man's Sky.
now. Oh my
Yeah.
god. No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
That
Yeah, that
game,
game
I'm
looks
gonna be
amazing.
so sad that game does not like.
I mean,
isn't
there's no
even
way it's
half
going
of
to
what
live up
they
to
say.
all the hype, but
No,
even if
it got really
yeah,
hyped,
but even if it's like partially what they're saying it is, I'm so down.
I'm totally
That and Star Citizen looks awesome. And a
I've
couple
never
other
Star
ones.
Citizen.
But that one's going to be exclusively on the PC, and you need a high-end PC, and it's like all that stuff.
I would just really enjoy it if I could get nukes in No Man's Sky and blow up other people's planets. Like if Mike's like, check out my cool new planet.
I was
gone.
actually wondering about that, like how much you can really do to a
How much
planet.
combat? Yeah.
And can you could you pretty much desolate an entire planet if you wanted to? You know, just fly under the surface and kill everything.
I just keep hearing that like the
Probably.
closer.
Get away from the mic.
Well, I was trying to let you. I was trying to let him
you
have.
can, but try and veer it away from the microphone.
Listen, man, we're always gonna have
It's
audio
very loud.
issues. Audio issues, the show. That's what we're here for.
That's true. Alright, so that's
For
good.
sure.
Well, like apparently, the closer you get into the inner rim of planets, the harder it is.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means. Does that mean they're enemy combatants?
I want to go here.
Or does that mean your player versus player is going to get real nasty?
Well, the other question is, it's all procedurally generated. They talk about that, but if there's a center, that means that they had to have put something in the center. I wonder what they went. You know what I mean? Like it's like what did they
actually
do?
designed.
What's the end game?
I
know,
know,
they say-
I know, we have to do this.
Yeah, these things are.
You get the warps later.
Explain to
so
me
now-
why this is necessary. Game
You know what?
Game developers.
Okay, game developers I
explain.
can't explain. But I can tell you the story reason, because now I actually know.
Really?
Aside from it, traveling from planet to planet,
Yeah,
I actually
it's a
discovered
ship.
the point. It is ridiculous. It's a gummy ship. But the reason is because there are barriers in between around the planets, and this ship is made of the same material that the barriers are, and that's why you can go through it. I just found that out yesterday.
Okay. Now, on to more present matters. A game development studio
Yes.
said, how are we going to get players from Earth to Earth? And someone stood up and said, I'll make a shooting on rails level.
That's
Where
really
half the time, literally, right now, nothing is
Just
happening.
looking at
What is the player supposed to think?
You're traveling, I guess.
Oh, that's so frustrating. Why would
This
this
is kind of one of those don't worry about it. Just-
I guess. You
That's
could
what the
bring-
game developer's saying.
Could you just sit in the center, shoot straight, and not do anything, and basically
I think
get there?
I think if you weren't on crowd mode, which we aren't, we're on normal. I think if we're on normal, we could literally just let it go. And we have enough health that we would not die.
Are we actually on proud mode? I didn't think we.
No, we're on normal. I would not subject us to proud mode while we're trying to talk and play this game because
subject yourself to proud mode.
We would be trying to play it forever. We would never get through it because it's actually really hard.
Yeah. I have to question what the logic.
How hard is it to beat Sephiroth in proud mode?
I did it. It wasn't easy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Just like it was on normal mode when I played on PS2, you have to get lucky because he has that attack that just knocks you down to 1 HP, and then all you gotta do is tap you and you're dead.
That's pretty good.
So we have to do this again to get to it.
That makes no sense!
Because we don't have to work drive yet.
Arbitrary stuff. Alright, so...
maybe if this was the loading screen, but it's not.
Yeah! Oh my gosh, that's perfect! You play this while you're in the loading screen, and then when it's done loading, it just, jettisons you to the That makes sense.
Yeah, that would be good.
People have been saying that, and I know I talk about Destiny too much, but people have been saying about Destiny for a long time. You're in a ship, you're in warp, it's loading, show us the Grimoire cards, give us something to do during the loading time. It's not long.
It takes so long.
But, it's worth doing something.
Yeah.
We have all these ships.
Well, I think Destiny was kind of a game that really never really... it's good, but it's not really ever finished. It's not...
No, it's basically an MMO. It'll never be done.
I don't know how I feel about that, because they said they want to make Destiny 2... which
Already
invalidates... Well, before Destiny came out, they were like, this is going to be a franchise, there's going to be multiple games in the franchise.
Oh, sure.
But, I would honestly continue to buy DLC once every 6 months if they kept expanding the game.
They should literally make a Destiny for each console. When PS5 comes out, they make the next Destiny.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You say...
you do DLC until that.
How long are you thinking
There's no way they will do that.
No, they won't.
I mean, this previous generation lasted 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why could a game not last for 10 years? Look at WoW. WoW's been around for more than 10 years. It's just one game.
I guess what's exciting to me is that, the people don't really understand, and, admittedly, they should have done more. But, people don't understand that, once you get through the main game of Destiny, you're supposed to kill the Vex. You're supposed to end the Vex. And then in the next DLC, you're supposed to end the Hive. And then in the next DLC after that, you're supposed to end the Fallen. So I'm assuming there's going to be a Cabal one at that point. There's a lot of room for new stuff.
Yeah. It's what's so weird to me is when I'm I didn't play it very much, but I watched a lot of people play it for a good number of hours, and it's such a grind. The game's just such a grind. Yeah. Especially after the post game, when really all you're doing is trying to get light gear, and it's and all the drops are random. The loot drops are random, so you're just running instance after instance.
Not just that, but even the drops you get. Sometimes I didn't know, and I don't care about this. I'm not that hardcore. But sometimes you need to re-roll your drops. So, for example, you get an exotic weapon, which has a 10% chance of showing up. And then if that doesn't have the random modifiers that you want, you gotta get it again.
Yeah.
What I don't like about Destiny, that I wish was done differently...
You haven't played it.
I have all 3 classes up to level 7. That's because they're free. But that's actually what I'm getting at, is that I wish the base game, probably not as much as was actually in the base game, but more than what they have available right now, should be free.
Yeah.
To get people in, and then you have to pay more to actually progress beyond that. Leveling should be
kind of free to play.
But then to get to more planets and more locations and stuff should cost money.
Fair. I can see that.
Instead of even just being DLC, it could just be if you want to go to Mars, it costs this much.
Sure. I can see that. That would
not
be
subscription.
Campaign.
I don't agree with subscription.
Really?
I am so fed up with subscription shit.
Huh.
I want subscriptions to completely go away. Paying for more material. Destiny, maybe Earth. I don't know how far Earth actually ends up going, but Earth should be free. Then maybe the moon. You could for $5 you get to go to the moon. For $5 you get to go to Mars. And you add
what
these
would be the base
locations
salary?
to
What
your
would be
game.
the base of the game?
Well, if
free.
it came out,
okay.
Well, if it came out at 60, it means that
so it would be free to play.
each planet would have to be $15.
Sure, but I think $60 is too much for even that base game.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the thing they were talking about with the order. The game's good, but it's not worth $60.
Exactly. But that's also relative too. There are a lot of people that are happy with paying $60 for a really good 6-hour game. It's worth $60. some people, other people that are used to playing MMOs or something, or
Yeah.
something like an RPG, they don't feel like it's worth
Well,
it.
one game I've been playing a lot is Dragon Age Inquisition, and I put like 45 hours into it, and I'm like 2/3 done. But the thing is, like, after a while, it's not that it gets boring, but it just gets kind of repetitive, I guess, for lack of a better word. It's just like it's not.
Did you see that?
You do new stuff.
Did you see what I just had to do?
Did you push that?
That's the kind of shit that you have to do in this game. That's really annoying.
I want to rip his head off.
Did you actually push it? Or did you
No, it's
No, you can walk over and click A, not push it.
A. You had to walk over and like push it, and then you don't have to push anything because it's too late. It's really annoying.
I didn't get Danny DeVito, did they?
I don't think so.
And I got my hands full preparing for
Sounds
the
like
games.
A lot of characters sound good, but a lot of them aren't the actual person.
Mick.
It's like this.
Anyway, Destiny, like, they don't want to call it MMO, but it basically is an MMO.
Right here in a
And aside from WoW, most MMOs now are starting free, and then you pay to do more. Even Elder Scrolls Online is going free. Like, I think it went free this month or this month.
Yeah.
It's going free to play, and you pay for it.
Except they shouldn't have even bothered with that game. They should have just made Elder Scrolls 6 or been working on.
I played in the beta, and I thought it was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed it. And
Just so over
I
every
tried
moment.
Skyrim, but I didn't like it at first. I want to try it again.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyrim's fun.
I'm 13 and I'm the best in the world. Ha ha ha.
That's one of the
Big
games,
swing.
though. I feel like that game's more fun on PC because of the modding. Like,
Yes, modding is a huge thing in those games.
You can't
Like,
We
I
should
can't.
probably cut and start another episode, because we're about to hit 25 minutes.
Someone's making fun of this guy right now.
Yeah, we're going to get through this cutscene.
Little chicken legs.
Put a cut in.
Yeah, those legs were not supporting.
No, not at
They
all.
would snap like a twig.
Okay, so it takes more than brawn.
He's so fat.
Well, let's see what you can do.
Seriously, though.
Unacceptable.
I mean, he might have, like...
Is his nose that red in Hercules? It looks like he's literally wearing a Converse.
Alright, so yeah, we're going to cut.
See ya.
See ya.